Hey, Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, owner of PutYourselfFirst.com. Welcome to another Decade for Change episode. I'm slapping a new name on it, right? Boy, I need a shave. Sorry about that. Anyway, thanks for tuning in this time. Been sharing, it's been 10 years since I lost my wife in a tragic car accident. And if you aren't familiar with that story, go back a few blog posts and videos to catch up. But I wanted to share a little bit of information that I learned. This was just totally amazing. So there's a big lesson in here with this situation. Okay, to go back to the car crash scene. My wife was hit in a head-on collision with a semi, and the coroner had pronounced her dead on the scene. So the way I understood it, when we talked, she died instantly, and something was content with that. Like she didn't suffer. She didn't, and so something. I guess something comforting to me on that. So in the funeral planning process, it really wasn't like funeral-ish, it was more celebration like. I planned it all, and I kind of coordinated this with Terri's secretary, and basically people showed up to the house and I delegated. I was like, I need this done, I need this done, I need this done. I was like in project management mode. It was crazy. All I wanted to do was be in my world, in my zone. And I wanted to, because I had a video creation business at the time. Media Pause was the name of the business, and I loved making videos, and that's what I was going to do. I'm like, I am going to honor this woman with an amazing video at her tribute, at her celebration. So, and I didn't want to be messed with. I didn't want to be focused because technology was messing with me. I don't know if it was Terri, somewhere in the, hanging around and kind of messing with all the things. But if there was a hurdle to be overcome with technology, it was that. So I'm delegating, and people are, I need you guys to go and decorate the, do this over at the funeral home. I need you guys to do this, And I get a phone call from my dad, because everybody's away and they left me alone. And I get a phone call from my dad, and he's like, Perry, you might want to come down to the funeral home. Now, I'm in the middle of this project, and I really don't want to take the time. And it was only 3-4 blocks down the road. I really didn't want to take the time to go down there. And I'm like, whatever it is, just take care of it. And he goes, well, here's the situation. A guy just came in. I wish I could remember this guy's name. It was amazing. A guy just came in and said that he was the one that was following Terri all the way from, not quite from Madison, but from a city called Cambridge. From Cambridge to Fort Atkinson, we're talking 8-10 miles maybe. And he was following her, and he was with her when she died. He went to her, and he wants to talk to you about that situation. And so, okay, I went down there and I sat down with this guy, and 10 years, I hate forgetting the name, but so I sat down with him, and he shared with me that he said, I have no idea why she veered across the road. He said you can't really see inside. It was dark tinted windows and stuff. And he goes, she was driving. And I said, did she seem normal? Did she seem like, I don't know, was she still on, coming off the gas or the, painkillers or anything like that? And he said, no, she was driving just fine. And, he said, nothing ordinary that was out of the ordinary. All of a sudden, I just saw her go across the center line, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And it was just unbelievable. Now this guy happened to work for a company that does I think the recycling in town. So once he did that, he was the guy that called 911, and then instantly I was calling somebody like his dispatch. He had even faster dispatch response, and was telling them to get here as fast as they could. I forget that, but he basically, he told me, it was like, when I got to her, she still had a pulse. She was still breathing, and my heart literally stopped when I heard that, because it was just like, so she suffered. That's what's going through my mind. But this can be tough to talk about here. But he told me, this is like how big of a heart this guy has. He said, well, I knew that she was breathing. I knew that, she was fading. I knew that, it was a good 5, 6, 7 miles out of town to get there and to hurry up. But he said, he goes, and we were both just kind of crying at the time, as he's telling me. But he basically said, I just sat there and held her hand and told her it was going to be okay. Because sorry, should have brought tissues or something, right? But he basically said, I didn't want her to die alone. Wow, that's powerful, you could have just kind of sat in your car and said, you're okay, and just said, gosh, it's unfortunate. But no, he went through and tried to communicate with her. And he just said, I just held her hand. I knew she was fading. I was on the phone trying to get somebody there as soon as possible, just talking to her. But that's what I did. I just knew she was, as she was dying there, I just didn't want her to die alone. Powerful, huh? So do you have a tissue? So that was huge, for this guy to go and do that. I was just so grateful for him to, let, be with Terri as she passed. And so a lot of lessons in there, lessons in humanity, just lessons in just paying attention and being aware, being alert to be responsive to a situation. It was just really, really incredible. So I was just so appreciative to be able to spend that time with him. And the thing was, I know it was such a scene for him, and he went through a lot of pain, and I know he had a lot of nightmares, because I talked to his wife, who worked at a bank in town, and she said, yeah, he doesn't sleep well, and he was replaying that scene in his brain over and over. But it was just incredible. So I know that there are a lot of you out there that knew that, but just how incredible that somebody would take the time to do that. Not only to do that, but then to come down and let us, the family, know that to give an accurate account of what he saw and what he witnessed, because it was a little bit different than what was shared with me by the coroner. So anyway, hey, thanks for another ball fest here with the crying stuff. So hope to teach a little more lessons without such emotion, but some of this is really raw yet for even after 10 years. So anyway, take care. Thanks a lot.